Thank you for joining us. I'm Naiba Reynoso. In this episode, seed money for small farmers, plus remembering an important moment in the civil rights era, and a heart-racing ride on Catalina Island. But first, an innovative job training program offers a chance for justice-involved individuals to receive free certifications and hands-on training in fire services. The year-long residential program in Calabasas offers participants free room and board, career counseling, life skills training, and job placement assistance. Here's more.
401, right face.
Today, we are introducing our very first cohort of the Los Angeles County Training Center, also known as our fire camp. We have 21 individuals in our very first cohort who will be learning all types of skills in fire service.
This program has been 3 years in the making. It's a 12-month program. These are people that are transitional aged youth. They're in our foster care system. They're coming out of our foster care system. They're previously justice involved, and they want a career in the fire service. They want to give back to the communities that they grew up in.
I left behind the shadows of my misguided choices and stepped into the light of hope and possibility. I am here as a living example of second chances and the power of redemption.
Our goal and our position is to help recruit and bring in transitional age youth that have been impacted by the criminal justice system and allow them to become the best version of themselves by becoming L.A. County firefighters.
And my background and the things that I've experienced in my life will not define me, and they will not defy you. But a choice will defy you and make you into whatever it is that you vision yourself. So I encourage you to continue, because I did it and I know you can.
I hope that the future of this program is that so many more young people will be able to learn and grow and train into a workforce that they're excited to be a part of, hopefully in Los Angeles County.
A newly unveiled statue of civil rights leader Martin Luther King Jr. depicts the moment he greeted former county supervisor Kenneth Hahn on his first trip to Los Angeles. Take a look.
I have a dream that one day this nation will rise up and live out the true meaning of its creed. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal.
My father represented an African-American community. So my father always said, I will do what I think my people want me to do. Today we're dedicating this statue behind me that depicts that moment when my dad went to Los Angeles International Airport to greet Dr. King as he came down the steps of the United Airlines flight on his first trip to Los Angeles. And it's filled with so much significance and so much meaning, and really helped to, I think, impact both Dr. King's family and my family.
This statue signifies what can happen when two men come together, putting religion, race, creed, all to the side, and decipher what's best for a community. I see Dr. King as a unifier. I knew Supervisor Kenny Hahn as a unifier and a true public servant. So when I seen the picture and I talked to the Hahn family, I thought that it would be most appropriate to have a statue commemorating that handshake.
A $1 million contribution will support the work of Cultiva LA to build out programming and operations at the unique community farm in El Monte. Here's more.
¡Que viva César Chávez! ¡Que viva! ¡Viva Cultiva LA! ¡Que viva!
Today we're celebrating Cesar Chavez Day. It's a day of service, and we're here at the L.A. Cultiva farm here in South El Monte, which is part of the Parks and Recreation Department for L.A. County. I made a formal presentation to contribute to the organization a $1 million check so that they could help to build out their capacity building, hire more staff, be able to provide more programming and opportunities as they have done already in the last 3 years.
It's still unfallible to think that there are areas that don't have a community garden or a green space. So gracias, and we're gonna put this to good use.
Today on Cesar Chavez Day, it's a good way to remember the importance of growing local food and also making sure that the next generation learns how veggies are grown, that kids know how a carrot grows so that they can make an investment in their own health.
I dreamt about my Tío Cesar the night before I received the invitation, and I think he's with us here in spirit. He had a community garden in La Paz, the United Farm Worker headquarters, La Penquin, and it was so important to him that people engage in that community garden.
We want to thank Supervisor Solis for understanding that our communities need healthy food access that have lacked it for many years, but Cultiva LA as a partner is actually doing something about it.
The Los Angeles County Commission on Human Relations has unveiled a series of murals combating hate, like this one in the Fairfax district.
We talk about how do we shift the culture of being passive in the face of hate, because it seems like just something we've had to just deal with our whole lives. Many times nothing seemed to be done about it, or it seemed that it could be done about it. We recognize that we now have a resource that we want people to use. And this is also a reminder not only of their sense of belonging in this community and how we can learn about each other's community through these murals, but it's a way for us to be reminded that we all are together in this fight against hate. And that together, through art, through community, through solidarity, we will defeat hate.
The main theme is Lador Vador, which means from generation to generation. And it's kind of how the Jewish traditions have passed on from generation to generation, despite hate, despite violence and other sorts of things like that. And it's called the common thread because while there are so many different kinds of Jews in so many different communities all over the world, we all share that one common thread. This is supposed to represent like a mother lighting the Shabbat candles, which is very traditional. And if you look here in her headscarf, there's different patterns that represent Jewish culture. And this is the generations to generations coming down from a great-grandmother all the way to a little baby. And these are things that symbolize the Jewish culture, pomegranates, saffron, things like that. And this is kind of the path that has been from being Jewish. And, you know, this is supposed to represent the Los Angeles diaspora. The timing is so important for a mural like this because anti-Semitism is unfortunately really on the rise due to current events. Whether something is going on or not around the world, it's something that people struggle with. It's definitely relevant now and always. I hope that somebody who sees it feels seen themselves. I hope that they feel like they're not alone and that their struggle is understood. So it kind of runs back to the name of my mural, which is the common thread, and it runs through all of us, truly.
Our strategy for recognizing that there have been communities here in L.A. County who have been targeted consistently with hate crime, with acts of hate, and that they are the ones who experience it most in our county. And we're talking about the African-American community, the Black community, the Latino community, Latina community, the LGBT community, and the Jewish community. We wanted to really uplift those communities and also recognize, that there are communities which are almost struggling against invisibility, like indigenous communities for so long have been a part of our communities, are the first ones that were in this land, but yet are in many ways not recognized, not appreciated. We actually worked with communities to say, what is it that you think is important for you to uplift so that you can really show that sense of belonging that you have with here in L.A. County? And what could you do to really help to convey the connectedness of your community with our larger community and the unity within their community?
I hope that love will prevail over everything else, truly. It's made the community come together really in a nice way.
Thanks for joining us. We leave you with scenes from Catalina's exciting zipline adventure. We'll see you next time on L.A. County Close Up.